Welcome to Miss. Ah. So, I want to know, channel, is it monetized? Show a bit of love to the channel. Show a bit of appreciation for the work that I do. If you want a personal reading, you'll have to donate, Sophia. If you donate, I'll be more than happy to check up the situation of a Capricorn male and a Gemini female. But yeah, I need a donation for a personal question. Anyway, and let me say that I would very, very much appreciate all donations as my channel is not monetized. So if you want to have some questions answered, it could be yes or no, it could be more detailed. Just send a little love either through Buy Me a Coffee, no matter where you are in the world, or Cash App if you're in the US. And COS. You know, I actually know somebody with those initials, a friend of mine in college. I wouldn't say her name because then you'd be able to find her immediately. But that was her stage name. She's an artist and also a model. However, I really, really, really dislike spamming. So that's a no-no. Don't spam my channel. As you see, I'm a small channel. I have eyes. I only need something posted once. Thank you. All right. So we got a little distracted, didn't we? 5 minutes into it. Capricorn, this is a reading for Capricorn energy. Do you have a Capricorn sun, a Capricorn moon, a Capricorn rising? And Capricorn, if you have all these placements, what about your Venus and your 7th house energies? Capricorn, this reading is for people who have strong Capricorn energy, Capricorn sun, moon, rising. Also, with the love readings, your Venus and 7th house energy. So if your 7th house and Venus is in a different energy, Capricorn, I invite you to go and check out the other readings as well. If your sign isn't done yet, well, as time permits, I'll get around to it. I also encourage you, if you're interested, to cross-watch. I find the messages across each sign to be interesting. Capricorn, this reading will be structured into 13 readings. I see I already have some thumbs up, so thank you so much. Yes, I do need, for the love readings, I do need a thumbs up if you want to see it done for next month. Precisely because Capricorn, these readings will take about an hour or more. And then you put that by 12, like 12 to 15 hours on love readings. That's a lot of time, Capricorn. Thank you for the hearts. Yeah, so just like a little acknowledgement, because again, my channel isn't monetized. I don't get money for this. This is my donation to you. And as I said, it's 12 to 15 hours roughly when I'm done with all the love readings. It's a chunk of time. So, Capricorn, this reading will be structured into 13 readings. First reading is going to be a general reading on love. Typically, that will take about 17 to 20 minutes. And then the second part is going to be the 12 sign zodiac breakdown. I won't be time-stamping this. It's just too much effort to timestamp on the phone. So if you want to just jump ahead with your timeline, your mouse in your timeline or your finger in your timeline, feel free. All right, I think that's all my disclaimers. Of course, take it as it resonates and blah, blah, blah. But you're watching this, I'm sure you know. Let's get started. That was a bit loud, wasn't it? Let's let that sound out, and then I'm going to do it one more time. Nice and even. May love energies for Capricorn. What do we have, Capricorn? May love for Capricorn. Ooh. I have the Lovers for you, Capricorn. Page of Swords. Someone's working their way to you, Capricorn. Someone, Capricorn, who actually is already, I'd say, either in a pretty good position or they feel pretty good about themselves in general, Capricorn. Capricorn towards you. They've had to go in, or towards you they will. We'll see more when I clarify this Lovers. But from Four of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, this tells me that this person who's already in a good position, good self-esteem, doing good things, blah, blah. Somehow, Capricorn, when it comes to you, they're going to have to take a little time back and refine themselves before they can approach you as they would like. Let's see energies here. So Capricorn, the Lovers. That Lovers. Oh, just noticed my plug came out. 1 second. I need to keep this charged, Capricorn, or my battery will go down in a second. So 1 moment. Got that plugged in. And I feel like we're like 10 minutes into it. Oh, whatever. This is a live Capricorn. I don't script these things. Of course, I didn't script my videos that much either. But if I distracted numerous times, I did end up scrapping it. Sometimes things turned out a little crazy in the background. Anyway, Capricorn, so I have the Lovers for you. And that Lovers, let's see, that Lovers is clarified by Temperance. Knight of Cups. Who's coming your way, Capricorn? Capricorn energies I have here. I have Gemini, I have Sagittarius, I have Scorpio, and I have Pisces. Somebody's definitely making their way to you, Capricorn, someone who's in a good position or quite eye-catching, but somehow, Capricorn, all of the achievements they have or how they feel about themselves is somehow, Capricorn, when it comes to you, they're going to be very tongue-tied. My little kitty says hi. You say hi? He says hi. Excuse me. He says, I'm going to sit right here on the table. Well, I put 2 tables together, so we have room now. Like, we as in the cat and I. So, yes, I have the Lovers clarified by these 3 cards. Capricorn, somebody's going to go and take a pause, a step back or 2. reevaluate themselves, recenter themselves, spruce themselves up, Capricorn, before they take a few more steps forward towards you. Someone's coming with a proposition for you, Capricorn. This person won't come to you upon first sight or first glance, Capricorn. This person will hang back. This person could, even in this energy of temperance, Capricorn, could what's the word I'm looking for? They can go and keep things friendly, keep things casual, keep things almost polite. Almost in the phrases that you wouldn't say necessarily that you're, excuse me, almost like you wouldn't say that you're friends, but you would say that you knew each other. And the reason why they would take that little time back is not precisely because they're trying to build a relationship with you. I really think this person is just trying to regain their esteem that they naturally feel, and somehow, Capricorn, when they're with you, their tongue gets tied, Capricorn. They get nervous, Capricorn. They get out of sorts to a degree. Anyway, you're going to strike somebody very, very hard. And they're going to go precisely slow because they don't want, at least till they feel comfortable. Feel comfortable with making their intentions known. So, Temperance. Temperance gets 9 of Cups, 3 of Swords. Again, we have strong Pisces energy and strong Scorpio energy. Very strong Scorpio energy. 5 of Cups and 7 of Cups is the bottom of the deck energy, followed by a Knight of Wands and the Devil. Devil, of course, is Capricorn energy. But so let's go back to Temperance. As I said, we do have strong Piscean energy with 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups. I'm actually going to clarify that 9 of Cups. I did say that person, Capricorn, is going to be a little intimidated about you, but 3 of Swords is rather, well, it's a stronger energy than I would have expected. Someone's self-esteem is affected. Someone's self-esteem is affected in a big way, Capricorn, about you. What they thought about themselves, their own reflection about themselves, Capricorn, something about it, was it distorted in reality, or perhaps do they just have some negative feelings about themselves that they have to work through? That's why I'm going to clarify the 9 of Cups. I'm not going to touch the 3 of Swords. No need to do that. 9 of Cups, strength. Yeah, Capricorn. 9 of Cups clarified by strength and 2 of Cups. Essentially, this person isn't sure about the impression they would make on you, how strong a first impression would be, how favorable that impression would be. This person is going through, or will go through, a little bit of self-doubt and apprehension. They don't want to be refused. So they're going to wait and play it cool, play it safe. They definitely don't want to have their ego crushed with making a confession, and you would say something to the effect of, "That's nice." "Oh, that's nice. That flatters me, thank you." I'm glad you think of me that way. Something about that sort of energy, they don't want to have an answer like that. Or I'd like to, but I'm busy. Or sorry, I'm not interested. Yeah, this person doesn't like rejection in general. This is a person, Capricorn, who anything that they're interested in, they're going to go and approach with lukewarm energy until they actually thoroughly scoped it out and have an idea of how you feel about them before they say anything. This person will make their first move of friendship. They're not going to make any sort of further, deeper move, Capricorn, unless they get some green lights from you. This person doesn't like to be rejected. This person takes rejection, unrequited love quite hard. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups, I have Page of Pentacles. The Fool. Three of Cups. So I'm actually just going to lay out this real quick before I say what I see here, just to get an overview of the signs too one more time. All right. So essentially, once they have that okay, or they see that their offer has been received with a green light from you, or interest is given to them with a green light from you, Capricorn, this person will proceed. This person will not proceed unless they actually get some, I don't know, adequate flirting or adequate words or adequate blushes, whatever this person needs, something like that. You know, there has to be some sort of tangible sign, Capricorn, for the person that approaches you who that they can feel comfortable. In fact, Capricorn, let me also say, with this sort of energy, this is somebody who can come on and be all smiley, and you could think, oh, wow, this is a really great person. This person is really into me. And then the person could sort of be all very smiley and warm, and then all of a sudden pull back and be just acquaintanceship energy. You know, the energy would still be approachable, but a whole lot colder than what they initially approached you with to begin with. And the only reason, Capricorn, is because they want to see how you behave towards them. They will make a noticeable step. This person will pull back their energy and wait. And then if they actually get a green light from you, they'll continue in full strength. But this person does have a big fear of rejection. Just surprising, coming out with a lover's energy. This person is also the energy of almost like a fishing line. You know, the way that you take the fishing line and you pull it back, and then you let the string go way, way, way into the water. This person has a lot of energy that they'll go and put out initially, and then they'll retract it. They need some obvious bites for them to continue in this energy. Capricorn signs I see. Capricorn. I have strong Leo, strong Pisces, strong Scorpio, followed by Cancer, Aquarius. Did I say Libra and Gemini? I know Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius is all. I would say the strongest would probably be Aquarius, Libra. And of the water signs, well, this person's emotion is riding high. Definitely have some water placements, so they could have water in fire or air. Excuse me, water, fire, air. They could have their Venuses in water, in fire or air. I'm like thinking water sign houses is kind of what I meant to go and say, the natural inclination ones. And yeah, that's what I see. I said Sagittarius, right? Yeah. Anyway, those are the signs. Let's get into the 12 sign zodiac breakdown. Let me go and shuffle. We'll say of the fire signs, Leo is stronger than Sagittarius. And of the water signs, I would say Pisces and Scorpio are stronger than Cancer. And of the air signs, Aquarius and Gemini are stronger than Libra. All right. The 12 sign zodiac breakdown. So this part of the reading, Capricorn, is your pink auric energy. The pink energy that vibrates between or from another person to you. The energy of affection, Capricorn. And of course, that affection could be or could tint itself towards romantic energy, and likewise, it could tint itself towards platonic energy. Capricorn. So therefore, this is readings for both friendship and love. This could be someone who you haven't met yet, Capricorn. This could be also, too, Capricorn, someone who you know well enough, Capricorn, to know their birth date, to know what month they were born in. Possibly, Capricorn, you could know their chart a little bit more detailed and also know their Venus. You may or may not be in communication with that person, Capricorn. These readings cover basically these factors. So let's go and see. What element will we start off with first, Capricorn? We're going to start off with water signs, Capricorn. We're going to start off with Scorpio. A Scorpio for Capricorn. Capricorn. A Scorpio for Capricorn. King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck energy, Knight of Swords. Somebody's very interested, Capricorn. Of course, King of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. Let's find out more. This King of Pentacles from Scorpio. 5 of Wands. Oh, that Scorpio is headstrong, Capricorn. Capricorn, if you meet a Scorpio, if you're interested in a Scorpio, Scorpio really likes you. Scorpio likes you so much, Capricorn, that Scorpio is viewing you or has energy about you in committed energy. Like Scorpio wants you. And Scorpio wants you in a way that will have you looking only at Scorpio. The thing about Scorpio, Capricorn, is, especially under King of Pentacles, that Scorpio, Capricorn, especially bottom of deck energy there with even the Strength card, Capricorn, that Scorpio is going to be very controlling. Scorpio is going to want everything their way. And I would also say, too, that Scorpio just wouldn't be there like, do it my way. Scorpio would probably provide a very good debate and perhaps could have very good reasonings of why you should go along with Scorpio's plans, ideas, words. But there's no collaboration here. I have no doubt that Scorpio is very capable. I have no doubt that Scorpio is very masterful. I have no doubt that Scorpio can go and present a very good argument of why they're right. But the main point here is, in this energy, Scorpio wants to lead. And Scorpio wants you to follow. Scorpio wants you to follow happily, too. That's the energy of a Scorpio towards you, Capricorn. Capricorn, do you like following? Because that's the energy that I have for Scorpio. It's not co-ruling. It literally is Capricorn, you following Scorpio. And even if Scorpio does have all these great ideas and great this and great that, still, should it be one person follows instead of, together working on things? So, keep that in mind. Let's go on to the next sign. The next water sign. Let's do Pisces. A Pisces for Capricorn. Oops. And I have a little appearance again of my kitty. He says, oh, the embarrassment. My backside was on TV. We didn't see anything, right, Capricorn? My little kitty's still here, but he's just out of reach. Anyway. If you excuse me. Looks like I flipped some of my cards over. 1 minute. Did I flip up all my cards? I did. Let me go and organize my cards real quick. Let's see. Those are all fine. These are one way, one way, one way. All these distractions right before I get to Capricorn and Pisces. I could say maybe that's something with Piscean energy, or maybe that's just like, excuse me, general Cap comes and everything else gets, distracted energy. Okay. Capricorn, if you're dealing with a Pisces, if you meet a Pisces, Ten of Cups, Capricorn, is Piscean energy. And I have that Knight of Swords again. You're inspiring 2 water signs so far, Capricorn, to get a move on you. You're also eliciting a very immediate reaction from these water signs. Oh, we have 10 of Cups. Let's find out more. 10 of Cups gets the moon, Piscean energy, more Piscean energy. 9 of Pentacles. I'm just making sure there's 1 card. It feels like 2, but it's 1. Pisces is in a rush about you, Capricorn. Capricorn, if you want to take your time about Pisces, Pisces isn't going to like it. Pisces already feels a connection with you, Capricorn, and if you feel it too, then you shouldn't take very long to act on it while Pisces is still single, because Pisces will not wait. I also think in this sort of energy that I have here, Eight of Wands, Ten of Cups, Four of Wands, the Moon. It's like Capricorn, when you know something's right, you know it. And if you can't trust your feelings, can't trust your gut, can't believe in what your heart feels and the connection that can be here. I do have life partner energy here with that Pisces. But it's like if you don't have the same convictions, the same conviction in what you feel and what could be, then I feel that could be a big turnoff to Pisces. Like if you want to go slower than Pisces, or if you don't want to commit right away to Pisces. Okay. You're not supposed to just jump on the table, Chi. He says, but jumping on the table is what I do. So he does. Well, he knocked some things over, but I can pick them up later. Yeah, Pisces has some energy, doesn't it? My kitty cat keeps on coming there. And keeps on distracting me. Anyway, Capricorn, yeah, Pisces is in this energy of all or nothing and right now, or nothing. Let's go into Cancer, Capricorn. Capricorn, if a Cancer is on your mind, if I can get my cards in there. A Cancer for Capricorn. Bottom of the deck energy, Magician, Star. What kind of magic could you create with Cancer, Capricorn? Somebody is interested in creating magic with a Cancer. Don't know who it is in this energy, but yeah, somebody definitely feels that there's magic that can happen. Also, too, I guess I will say, Capricorn, I don't typically say these things unless I really feel them. But somebody could be doing all sorts of things, Capricorn, to get the connection going. You can take that as you will. Whether it's invitations, whether it is something more on the energetic level. There's both transparency and secrets going on in forging a connection with Cancer. Okay, there's that energy that's there. So, let me say too, in this energy with the Star and Magician and then that Devil energy, one other thing that I'll say before I start pulling, Capricorn, with that Cancer, what you're seeing is not all that is. There's definitely strong feelings there, but what you're seeing is not at all what is. I have Wheel of Fortune. I have the Moon. And okay, Capricorn. You know, if I was saying just simple yes, no's, go for it, hold back type of readings, Capricorn, if I was advising you on a Cancer in that sort of succinct yes, no, black, white, hot, cold type of way, I would say I would give Cancer a hands off right now. I would let Cancer just do Cancerian things by Cancer itself. I also read the moons as Cancerian energy too, by the way. Capricorn. Capricorn, if you're dealing with a Cancer, if you meet a Cancer, hell yeah. The Cancer that you're seeing is not, or how Cancer is acting is not at all it. And I also say in this energy too, Cancer could be very adept at appearing one way, but actually thinking and believing and doing another. But yeah, overall, I would not recommend anybody in a love reading to go after someone in this energy. I guess a little bit more that I'll say here with that Cancer. Cancer is undergoing a whole lot of changes. Cancer is actually too. Cancer is doing some major pushes right now, and I think that's number one what Cancer wouldn't want you to be aware of. Cancer is making some big strides in their life in general. And I don't think that Cancer would want you to be privy to everything that's going on with them. But it's a very deep mess that's going on here. They're going to keep you at a distance. And also, too, because I think Cancer's energy is in such flux, and Cancer is actually changing. Cancer is going through a metamorphosizing change. That again, who you're dealing with right now with a Cancer is not who that Cancer is going to end up being in 2 months, by the end of the year, by next year. Cancer is just doing some radical shifts as well. Even Cancer doesn't really know how they'll end up or where or how. They're just in a lot of too much flux, I think. And then that other energy still applies. Who you're seeing or who Cancer presents itself is not who Cancer is. Let's go on to the next sign. Shall we go on to Earth signs, Capricorn? Should we start with Capricorn since that devil fell out? Capricorn. A Capricorn for Capricorn. A fellow Capricorn. What does that energy look like? A good foundation and wondering where to take it. Things can be done. Should they be done? I want to see what's behind that. Ooh. Well, Capricorn, if you're dealing with a fellow Capricorn, first of all, things aren't necessarily going to happen immediately. It's almost the energy of like a love, excuse me, a love that grows strongly. Excuse me, a love that grows. Well, it's Three of Pentacles, which is Capricorn energy. Seven of Pentacles is strength. It is accumulated strength, but it's also love that grows slowly. There's a lot of things that have to be worked out. There's also a lot of investment that has to be put into the connection for a truly solid unit. I think I'm going to need a cough drop soon. For a truly solid union to happen. And that union could happen with with the Lovers and Hierophant energy. But it's going to take time. Capricorn, if you're dealing with a fellow Capricorn, patience and support. Patience and understanding is needed. Could be too, Capricorn, because if you're dealing with a fellow Capricorn, both of you are used to doing things in your own way. Also, both of you could have a reluctance to open up. There would need to be some time, some comfort level, some bonding to go on in order for one to open up to another. Otherwise, then both of you will be going upon surface appearances and what you can glean rather than sharing. And I do think in this energy too, Capricorn, if you're dealing with a fellow Capricorn, as you do things with that Capricorn and as you share your viewpoints as you get to know each other, you start taking the assumptions and the guesswork and the guessing out of who you're dealing with. That's where the connection, or that's how your connection will grow. Capricorn, I'm going to get some water because my throat is getting a little sore. And maybe a cough drop. I'll be back in about 3 minutes, and I'll continue the rest of the earth signs. So, just let me finish drinking this. It's emergency, which I don't really like emergency because it feels like they put too much sugar in it. And plus, if you read the label, it doesn't say that the vitamin C is sourced from non-GMO sources. I don't know why they don't say that. You think emergency, that was touting itself as the fast and easy liquid vitamin, she can't believe that I dirtied up the water with this orange stuff. Apparently she's getting more and more into, I drink water, and then she comes in and shares it with me. Not that I'm there like sharing intentionally my drinks with the cat. You know, she's just there like going, oh, that's good for you. It must be good for me too. Anyway, I'm going to finish drinking this, and then I'll get on to Virgo's reading. We'll do Virgo and Taurus, and then we'll continue with the fire signs and the air signs. But first, I'm going to drink this. Almost done. I think that's good enough for now. At least till I start coughing again. As I said, I'm pretty much done, but now I just have a dry cough. But I did also cut out everything that could possibly cause phlegm out of my diet. All right. Who are we on? We're on Virgo. Capricorn, is a Virgo on your mind? And if you, one more drink of water. And if you meet a Virgo, If you meet a Virgo, what does that look like? That fell out. Capricorn, I am actually going to go and pull. You have this Knight of Swords so prevalent in all your readings. Well, then again, you did have the Lovers as your main energy for the month. So know this, also too, Capricorn, whoever it is that you want to attract, whatever it is you want to attract, Capricorn, you can do that. And also know too, Capricorn, that's the energy that you have right now in the month of May. And while some people, Capricorn, will go and approach you right away and want to like rush on onto things, other people will take their time and it'll probably take a little longer for that energy to come through. However, Capricorn, that doesn't change that initially your energy this month is the Lovers. You are highly magnetic. And also too, Capricorn, a good portion of people will want to come forward. Know that as well. They'll want to come forward and get your attention. With the energy that I have with Virgo, Capricorn is excuse me, Virgo is wondering about it. More water. More orangey sugar emergency water. All right, but yeah, I want to pull. So that wants to come out too. Very strong energy of pondering and thinking that's all around you. Anyway, Virgo. Queen of Cups. All water. So too, that as that Virgo is still deciding, its energy is almost the same as the Four of Cups, the Knight of Swords, and whatever that other one was, Ace of Wands. Because what I have is still someone thinking, feeling positive about a love offer, but not quite sure how to make it work. Not sure if it'll work. Also, too, what kind of vulnerabilities would they experience in a connection with you? Capricorn, that Queen of Cups for Virgo energy. Give me this card. Where is this card? There we go. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. If you're dealing with a Virgo or if you meet a Virgo, give Virgo some time. Don't smother Virgo. Let things unfold to Virgo's pace. If you're interested in a Virgo, Virgo is very interested in you. Virgo needs some time to go and, I don't know, get their footing or sort out their feelings or sort their feelings out. They need to center themselves. But once Virgo finishes doing that, Virgo is going to be a force to reckon with. Virgo in this energy will be a chaser, Capricorn. Also, too, let me say in this energy as well, Capricorn, Virgo will need some time to warm up to this energy. And then when Virgo finally does warm up to this energy, Capricorn, Virgo will feel the pangs that they took so long to make themselves known. They will be aware that they should have came to this decision or made movement faster than what they will. Virgo's energy is initially very slow because they're just internalizing everything, overthinking everything. Also getting their own, acknowledging their own feelings and feeling comfortable in those feelings. And all that's going to take time for Virgo, but once that happens for Virgo, Virgo will be very, very fast. But Virgo will also feel the fact that, you know, why did it take so long to do such a simple thing? Taurus. Thank you for the likes. Yeah, so you see like these readings pile up. We're almost at an hour. We still have fire signs and air signs to do. So we'll do Taurus next. Capricorn, if you're dealing with a Taurus, if you meet a Taurus, that Taurus towards you. Four of Cups again. The Moon again. Ooh, but different energy. If you're dealing with a Taurus, Taurus is there going, what good luck do I have to come across Capricorn? What good luck do I have to know Capricorn? Ooh, I really, 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 really like Capricorn. Capricorn is just different. Capricorn hits me in the feels. Capricorn is just, you know, great. In fact, if you're dealing with a Taurus, Taurus internally is going, woohoo, right? That kind of energy. Oh, what a nice Four of Cups. I have Five of Wands. I have Four of Wands. I have Ace of Cups. Of course, Six of Pentacles is Taurus energy. So, Capricorn, if you're dealing with a Taurus, know that Taurus is super stricken with you in a really good way. Know that Taurus likes what they see. They really, really are thrilled with you, and they're not afraid to acknowledge it, not afraid to explore it, not afraid to give credence to what they hope could be and what the, you know, what they could build. So what I see is here, Four of Cups clarified by a Five of Wands, Four of Wands, Ace of Cups. It's all about the right footing. Am I saying that right? All about the right, not even the right approach. Because if you ask me in this energy, in that previous energy that I had for bottom of the deck energy, Four of Cups, it's like Taurus doesn't even really care about the right way to approach, you know, as long as Taurus can approach you, that's all that matters with Taurus. I'm sure some Tauruses will approach in different ways, but Taurus is not worried about awkwardness or missteps or appearing suave or appearing awkward. No, Taurus isn't really concerned about that. Taurus is just concerned about getting their message across. And possibly in this energy, especially with Six of Pentacles, Five of Wands, possibly not scaring you off. Like, oh my goodness, we just met and already you want, like, you know, life together. But that's what Taurus wants. Taurus wants life together. Taurus is not afraid of expressing that to you. Taurus is probably just a bit apprehensive. Capricorn of having you skedaddle off going like, where is this coming from? Oh, I lost my Eight of, I just knocked something over my feet. I'm actually going to have to wash my shoes for a minute, my feet, because I spilled something on it. I spilled this like purple cleaning fluid on my foot. I need to go and wash my feet. I apologize, but I just can't do a reading with like wet lavender smelling feet. I'll be back. Okay. See, I don't mind wet feet, but the whole like lavender cleaning session thing was too much for me. But now, as I have one foot that is room temperature and one foot that feels refreshed, I'm ready to go again. Let's go on to air sign. No, let's do fire. We'll do fire. Let's see. We had Leo and Sagittarius as the main or the strongest energies for Capricorn. Capricorn, let's start off with Leo, and then we'll do the other two fire signs. Capricorn, you, excuse me, I drank all my water. You with a Leo for Capricorn. Is Leo reinventing themselves, Capricorn? Is Leo kind of oblivious, purposely? Capricorn. Leo's very determined, Capricorn. This energy, Capricorn, is almost like Leo wants everything their way. Or Leo's considering things from their perspective mostly, because they want to make sure that, I don't know, that they're comfortable, that they're put first, they're important to you. Leo doesn't want to be hurt, Capricorn. And it's precisely because if like Leo's not number one in your focus, if you have other things to attend to, other things that are a bigger priority, something about being overlooked and not being a top priority is something with this Leo. But that's not something that I don't think would be necessarily obvious from the get-go. It's just energy in Leo's energy. I don't think those vulnerabilities are something that Leo would readily show. It's like Leo's attention on themselves or Leo's movements for themselves. And hopefully, so Leo would think your movements for Leo, all that kind of would heal or would solve their own fear of not being appreciated. And also, too, like not being appreciated, recognized, and honored. Something about that with Leo energy. Capricorn Leo is also in very strong energy. They're very strong-willed, almost in the same energy as Capricorn, almost in the same energy as Scorpio. Kind of different, but almost the same in the fact that if you're dealing with a Leo, Leo is going to be very headstrong about their own way, first of all, wanting things their own way. I think they present that in a very encouraging way of why you'd want to go and jump on their bandwagon and do things according to Leo, and Leo this and Leo that. It's a very nice world being in Leoville. I do think that compromise with Leo could be a hard thing. Leo's not ready yet to go and put aside their boundaries and have compromise, especially if Leo is suggesting, which they do think, they're suggesting good things. If they're suggesting good things, Capricorn, why wouldn't you want to jump on it and enjoy it and be a part of it? Why wouldn't you just want to get along with what Leo says? Well, I think with this Queen of Wands, by the way, with Magician, a Capricorn, I have two very strong-willed people. Two people with very distinct taste, desires, wants, and so forth. And I think if you're not into following, which is sort of this energy that I have here with Leo, could just be a little bit of a mismatch, my way, or you don't want my way, then you don't want me, right? It's something like that. But I have two very strong-willed people here. Two people with their own unique set of attributes, and also two very capable people, insightful people, charismatic people. And I have a Magician in Leo energy, or I have a Leo in Magician energy, who kind of wants to be the conductor. Now, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break. It's been about an hour. I know I have the other signs to do, but I feel like between my wet foot and my throat, I should take a little bit of a break. Capricorn, thank you so much for the live. I will be back again with some more readings. Unless anybody has any questions for me right now that you'd like me to go and pull, any personal questions. But you could also catch me on another live, Capricorn, and ask me then. I'm going to close out the stream for now. Until later. Bye-bye.